Schizophrenia. The definition of schizophrenia is that you have 2 or 3 personalities that are acting out at once, having a war in the head at once. There is 2 or 3 personalities having a war within the mind, within the head at the same time. They are fighting each other. These 2 to 3 personalities have their own minds because they have a personality platform that is developed into individual minds of the persona, personality. So I, for instance, have been living, and to a certain degree I'm still living with up to 4 different types of minds. This is a core part of the schizophrenic experience. This is a core part of being schizophrenic, to realize that, okay, my mind is not shattered, like it says schizophrenia in the Greek, means shattered mind. The personality gets shattered, but the mind doesn't get shattered in itself. It is more that multiple minds are developed from the personality platform, persona, developing their own minds. So if you have schizophrenia and you're living with voices, hallucinations, or other types of symptoms similar, pain, friction, all these disturbances of mind, most likely you have more than just one mind. You would have multiple personality platforms that give basis to multiple minds, which is a very confusing way to live. It is very disorienting, disempowering, painful, humiliating, and so on, to have multiple minds. So, living with schizophrenia, not only do you have multiple personalities acting out in the mind, having a war in the head, because that is how we are programmed as our personalities, up and down, positive, negative, feeling emotion, but also these personalities will be developing their own personality platform, and also from their individual minds of these personalities. This is not easy to see for anybody. If you don't know your mind and don't know your mental health, and if you're not self-aware, this is very hard to see, even for trained doctors to see. But this is the core of schizophrenia. It's developed. It's from the creation of you as an embryo. It's from if you have schizophrenia, you're born with it. It comes from the time when you lie in the mother's belly and you are literally created. There is a reincarnation process going wrong, and you are created and born schizophrenic, and that schizophrenia lies within you, in the depth of you, as a type of autism, you might say, because you're born with it. When schizophrenia is active, there is more personalities acting out, having a war in the head. There are several personalities fighting with each other to be the dominant, to be in control of the body and the being. And these personalities develop their own minds. So being schizophrenic, you have not only have you different personalities, like everybody has really, but with schizophrenia they are more loose, you might say. With other people, they are more systematized, like in the systematized, structured into the system. Like I have one personality then, one personality now, and so on. Schizophrenia is more like chaotic, unorganized, chaotic in the mind, which plays out for to go for the living of the persona. I mean, substance abuse and you know chaos and violence and abuse going on in the world, the living of the people with schizophrenia. So what to learn from this? Schizophrenia is literally a type of autism. You're born with it. Schizophrenia is when you have two or three personalities that are fighting to be in control of you. Usually you would have two or three or maybe four. You would have like three or four. You would have multiple minds, literally. I have been struggling with four minds that I have to work through and deconstruct, you might say, analyze to make them not a prominent part of my living. Uh, so if you dive into this for real, to be responsible for real, you will see that, okay, I have schizophrenia, I have multiple personalities, I have multiple minds. The best medicine I can give you is self-forgiveness. To forgive the self for everything, all the energies, all the minds, all the personalities, and work with the doctor, work with your team, work with your family, and so on to find best for all solutions. Work with finding stability as breath. Work with self-forgiveness. If you have questions, please ask me. Multiple minds, multiple personalities, and you're born with it. That is the basic of schizophrenia. Thank you.